This is seated calves. My least favorite calf exercise in the history of the planet of all time. I do not like them at all. Well, I won't say that. I don't like this machine particularly. I just don't like how it feels. But anyway, the main issue I see with this, well, with any calf exercise, full stretch, full contraction. If that means you can only do a 10-pound plate, then only fucking do a 10-pound plate. I've seen guys that have the thing loaded up and they're leaning back and doing these little pulses, and my forearm is bigger than their calves. So obviously, that's not the key to humongous calves. If I see people that can do a lot of weight, I usually see they're leaning back and they're holding on to this because they're fucking pulling the weight. Calves, you got to be real strict, full stretch, even pause at the bottom, come up all the way up. I say tiptoes to where you're all the way up like this, not just here, but like here, all the way down, full stretch, drop the heels, feel that stretch. Then push the ball of your foot into the pad and come up. One actually cool thing about this machine, even though I don't like this machine, is the pad for your foot's angled. So no matter how far up or back you're on it, you can push with the ball of your foot and it won't really affect. Like some of these that are flat, you have to put the ball of your foot on the very back edge before you get a 4-inch of motion. This one is tilted, it's at an angle, so you don't have to worry about honestly where. So because of that, I like to move the ball of my foot forward on the pad more and get my legs way under this thing. People will go to where their knees are barely on it and they're way back, and they honestly lean back and pull and just do this bullshit. And then, 2 years later, calves are still the same fucking size. I actually put the ball of my foot further up on these pads. And I like to get my legs way under the pad to where my knees are almost in line with my toes or just a little bit behind my toes. So I guess you could say 90-degree or a little less bend in the leg. And I'll actually come forward a little bit and try not to grab this. I drop my heels, full stretch, and then I'll push the balls of my feet in and come all the way up, tippy toes. You're literally not gonna be on your toes, but when you think like that, you'll come all the way up. See, full contraction. Come down, drop, stretch. Think about pushing your thighs into this pad, straight up towards the ceiling, push the balls of your feet into that pad and come up. Controlled, slow. Don't be back. Come down here, push your hips and come like that. Just doing that, I can feel that very significantly in my calves. Like it wouldn't take much for me to get my calves tired right now. I get my knee and my foot in line. I do point my toes out just a little with my knees. I just feel better that way. And either be straight up or a little forward. Don't be leaning back like this because then you're gonna start using leverage to get the weight up. So once again, come down, full stretch, push your balls of your foot and all across, push your feet into the pads and bring your heels all the way up. Heels all the way down, heels all the way up. So you see I like my knee way past this pad. I don't like the pad on my knee.